I don't know if I say this, it sounds insensitive, but I call it the two for one special when a brother kills another brother.
Yes.
Because what's going to happen is this: one brother's gone, there's a high probability that that other person to get locked up or that other person will get killed. It's like we don't quantify the impact that the loss of life, especially in a violent way, has on us as a family spiritually and psychologically, you know?
And then you got one in the grave, you've got one in the jail cell, and you got fatherless children left on both sides. So it definitely is, that two for one special. And anytime we see, a bunch of white people wanting to support something, like you could see black people come together and raise all of these funding for Kamala Harris, and the only policy she got right now is reproductive rights, women's rights. But we were born with the right to reproduce. Like, how do you have to have permission to reproduce? What they're fighting for is permission to stop the reproduction of what they produce. They say they're fighting for women's rights, but you have to be born in order to become a woman, right? I can't support the type of women's rights that execute the women of tomorrow. But not only that, educating myself to know that 80% of abortion clinics are strategically placed in black communities for a reason. All of this is strategic.
80%?
80% of all abortion clinics, all Planned Parenthood clinics are in black communities. We get abortion clinics, they get fertility clinics.
And they get most of the funding, right?
During COVID, they got $80 billion. COVID was a time when they shut down everything. You remember they shut down the churches, they shut down the school, they shut down your businesses. They said you gotta stay 6 feet apart. You know what didn't get shut down during COVID? The abortion clinics in the black communities. There were no health restrictions when you went in there. No restrictions because of COVID. They wasn't turning you away because you didn't have a COVID shot. They wasn't turning you away if you didn't sit 6 feet away from somebody or if you didn't have on a mask. We do these people a favor when we terminate black life.
The internet has been ablaze with video after video of people criticizing Kamala Harris, accusing her of not being for black people, right? And the question I have is that, like, why do so many people still believe because a person has black skin, they're for black people?
For the life of me, I can't get this. This is like, Obama all over again. And I'll be honest, I think the reason is because we're emotional, right? We're not fact-based. We're more based off of emotion. We're in a day and age where people are more concerned about the racism that they're never going to be able to rid, right? Than they are about the pedophilia that's sleeping itself through our government, right? That's an issue for me. And I think that when you ask people what type of policy is Kamala Harris running on, they can't say anything. The only reason they want to vote for her is because she's black. And then what gets me is, you're telling me that I'm supposed to choose this woman just because she's black? Well, everybody's pro-black until it's time to marry and procreate, right? She didn't choose black when it was time for her to preserve the black family, but I'm supposed to believe that I'm supposed to choose black for her to preserve the black family in the White House. We're not doing that. If she didn't have to choose black, then we don't have to choose black either. So we need to get off of this whole thing, they're just gonna do something for us because they're black. Well, maybe if she would have picked a black man or had a black kid, I probably could support that. But the fact that you are on an HBCU tour telling young black women to abort their children while you're raising white children, that's the issue for me. That should be an issue for black America, because y'all remember back in the day of slavery, we couldn't keep our kids, but you'll see them white kids sucking nana titties, getting breastfed. Yeah, we're not gonna abort our children and raise theirs.
Hold on. I just want to jump back. And she was on her HBCU tours.
Yeah.
She's promoting abortion.
Yeah.
Like direct. Indirect. Is it?
She wasn't at Yale. She wasn't at Dartmouth. She wasn't at, Princeton. She was at the HBCUs at a tour, a reproductive rights tour, telling young black women to abort their children while she's raising her white husband's 2 white children. So why are we sacrificing our children for other children?
But what wording does she use? Like, she wasn't out there saying abortion, was she?
I mean, what is reproductive rights? What is reproductive rights? Everything they've ever told us, we know that it's backwards, right? So what is reproductive rights? Let's be real. What is it? Right, your right to do what? Kill a baby, because it ain't your right to have one. Okay, so whether they change the word, they make it nice, like before it was, colored women. Now they saying women of color, right? It's the same thing, they just changed the words, right? It's supposed to be birth control, but it's really control birth to control the birth rate, right? It's supposed to be Planned Parenthood, but it's really Parenthood planned. Okay, God planned for you to have this baby at this time, but now you're gonna let these people tell you, no, God ain't on time. I'm gonna send that one back and have another one when I'm ready. Planned Parenthood is Parenthood paying. It ain't God's design.
Why do you disagree with people who say that Donald Trump is not a racist?
I just don't believe that the man is a racist. This is just my personal belief because I have a personal relationship with Donald J. Trump, okay? And it's beyond the media, it's beyond any type of, clips that somebody may have cut and tried to put something or perceive something a different way. If any of us do our research, we know that Donald Trump wasn't accused of being a racist prior to his run for office. Donald Trump was at the Michael Jackson trial with him every single day. I mean, Donald Trump ran with some of everybody, Diddy, 50 Cent. He's on the Wu-Tang Clan album. This is the same Donald Trump that when Jennifer Hudson's family was murdered, he put her up for 6 months, in Trump Tower. This is the same Trump that sent his private jet, all the way over to get Nelson Mandela when he was released from prison. This is the same Trump that gave me a full and unconditional pardon, pardon Kwame Kilpatrick, released 3,100 people from prison, in one day, July 19, 2019. I mean, if that's the type of racism we have to deal with, I'll take it, But one of the things I don't agree with, is his position on giving immunity, to all police officers. I don't think that we're going to agree with any candidate, on everything. And that's another reason why I'm independent now.